Hi guys, welcome back. I'm hoping you had a really great spring break, and I'm wishing that we were in our classroom, but I'm glad that we're all here and able to meet on Teams. And the really great thing is that you guys probably know more about Teams than any other kid you know, because we've been using it all year. So this should be a lot easier for you than some other kids. So I'm glad that we did that now that this happened, right? So I just wanted to take a few minutes here to show you around so that you feel comfortable about what I expect from you while you're on here, and so that you know what you need to do over the next 2 weeks. So when you first signed in, you probably saw this welcome sign, and attached to this welcome announcement is this very important letter right here. So it says Fernandez Duval Room Expectations. You really need to read that whole thing. I know you have to read it, but it's super important. So please read that. It's only one page. And then give me a like or a heart or something happy to let me know that you read it. So only click that when you've read it so that I know you know what I expect from you. So after you've done that, you probably got to the video right here, right? So you saw this, and every Monday you're going to see an announcement like this that has big, huge letters and tells you when all of these tasks are due. So for this case, I gave you 2 whole weeks because I wanted to make sure that you weren't going to be super stressed out with this whole new way of learning, and that you would have some time to get used to it. So I didn't give you a whole lot, and I gave you a lot of time to do it. So the first thing you saw was probably right here that I asked you to read a welcome letter. This is the welcome letter. So it might say expectations letter, and that's the same thing. So make sure you read that, and then the next thing you had to do is complete your daily attendance warm-up. Now, this is going to be under assignments, and every day at 7 a.m. it will pop up right here as a new announcement or post, and you'll be able to click on it to have yourself marked present. So all you have to do to get marked present, let me show you right now so you can do it right after you get off of this video, unless you already did it. You're going to go to assignments, and you won't be able to see the whole week. This is just my side, but you will be able to see today's, so 323 attendance. Now, this attendance opens up at 7 a.m. every day, and it closes at 11:59. That means that at midnight, it disappears, right? It's just kind of like Cinderella. If you sign in, if you just couldn't get to work until midnight, which I feel terrible about, but if you couldn't get to work until midnight, then you can just send me an email and let me know so that I don't mark you absent for that day. So all you have to do for me to mark you present is literally just click it. That's it. So if you click it, you are marked present for that day. So that's part 1. Now part 2 is actually doing the warm-up, because the warm-up gives you points, and you want those points. So all you have to do to complete the warm-up is just like every assignment that we always do in this class on Teams, is click on it. And once you click on it, it's going to have a question on there. And every day I'm going to have the same routine. So the same routine as our warm-up is always going to be this really fun thing called a Google a Day. So Google has these really cool challenges where you can try to find out what they're asking by using your Google skills. So it looks like this. It actually will look like, hang on. Let me refresh this, sorry. I have really bad allergies. Okay, so this is what it'll look like when you first get there and you click Start Playing. Now there are 3 questions. One is harder than the next and gives you more points. So you're going to want to use your searching skills to see if you can figure out what this answer is. So you'll search right up here, and when you think you have the right answer, you'll just type it in right here and press the little paper airplane. If you're really stuck, you can use some of these hints, but that takes away some of your points. So you can also look at tips and tricks right here and try to find out. This is a lot of the stuff that I've already taught you, so hopefully you'll use some of those skills. Now once you've figured out the answer, it'll tell you if it's right. You go back to Teams, and you only have to complete 1 of them. If you want to do all 3, that's awesome, but you only need 1 to get points for that day. So you type in your answer below, you click Close, and just like all the other assignments we've always done, you click the purple Turn In button. So it's not loading right now. Mine will say Update, but yours will say Turn In. So once that's turned in, now you've been marked present and you got points for doing your warm-up. So now let's move on to the next thing on our list. Okay, So the next thing on our list is that you had to watch week 1 video, which you're doing right now. And then the next thing on there, it says, I'd like you to create an intro video in Flipgrid. So Flipgrid is this really fun website or app you can get on your phone, and you can record videos on there, so you can answer questions, ask questions, whatever depends, like whatever the prompt is. So let's click on it and just take a look here. So this is what it should look like when you first get on there, except it might ask you to sign in. Yes. So you're going to sign in or log in with Microsoft, because that's what we have. Now once you do that, if you're already signed in to Microsoft, it's just going to load you right in. And when you get there, here's what you should see. So the first grid or topic that we have right here is for you to say hello and share how you're feeling about online learning. So you might say, well, how do I actually do this? So if you scroll down, there's a green button right here, this plus button. You record your response on there. So you can do this on a phone, you can do this on an iPad, you can do this on a computer with a webcam, you can do it on anything like that. It's a really short video, but it's just kind of a fun way for you to say hello and tell me how you're feeling about online learning. So it might be different prompts on different days, but today yours is for just saying hello and telling me, are you feeling nervous, or are you liking this whole thing about doing online classes, or just tell me however you're feeling. I wanted to hear from you guys because I haven't seen you in so long. So once that's done, let's see what's next on our list. Let's see. Okay, so the next thing is we're going to be using Scratch. So some of you might be familiar with this already, but it's pretty fun, and you're going to be learning about programming and coding while you're doing it. So the first thing you need to do is to create an account in Scratch. So I'm going to click the link. And once I get down here, I need to click Join Scratch. So you're going to click Join Scratch. All right, now you're going to have to come up with a username and a password. I suggest you use your student number and your student password. Why? Because you know how you guys are. You forget your username and passwords all the time. So unless you're going to write it down somewhere, you need to put something that you're going to really remember. I suggest, again, using your student number and your school password. And then you'll just kind of go through the whole thing and make your account. Pretty easy. But it's really important that you don't forget it, because it's going to save all your work, and you have to submit all of it at the end of the month, and you won't have it if you forget your username and password. So very important. So that's that. Let's look what's next. So here the next thing is to complete the Getting Started tutorial. So you just click this link. Now do this after you made an account and you're signed in, because if not, it will not save your progress. That way, if you want to work on it a little bit each day, it will save what you're doing. So here's the tutorial. You just press play and you go through each of the steps, and it's really just meant for you to learn how to use it. So if you've already done it before, you might be like a little bit annoyed that we're doing this, but just go through it again, because some things have changed in Scratch, even for me. So go through the whole thing and do exactly what it tells you to do, and then make sure you do File, Save to your computer, and it should save also as you're working. So that's all you need to do this week. But one really important thing you need to do if you need help is to attend my office hours. So here's how you do that. So office hours are like a live meeting where I'll be on video and you can be on your microphone and you can ask me questions or pop in and say hello. If you're having trouble with something, I can show you how to do it. So it's kind of like Skype a little bit. So when it's your turn, which is this Tuesday and Thursdays at 2 p.m., you don't have to come if you don't need help or don't want to say hello, but you can pop in and say hello. So if you need help and you want to join our live or learn live, you just go right here and click to join our meeting. And you just click join. That's it. All right, guys, hopefully this helps you get through the week, and if you have any questions, you can email me, okay? Have a great week.